Hello and welcome to another video for Most Touch Toys Games Collectibles. And today we're looking at something that is now quite old, is very collectible, and is becoming more and more difficult to find, especially in this mint condition. We are looking at the 1993 release by the Hamilton Collection from their Thunderbirds Plate Collection. And this particular plate we are looking at today is of Lady Penelope. And Lady Penelope was the London agent for International Rescue. And International Rescue obviously was the rescue company that was the soul of Thunderbirds. And obviously Thunderbirds, as you all know, it was a British science fiction television series which was created by Gerry Anderson and Sylvia Anderson, and it was filmed by their production company AP Films, or APF as they like to be known, and it was distributed by ITC Entertainment. It was filmed between 1964 and 1966, and using what they dubbed as super marination, which was basically electronic marionette puppetry. It was also combined with scale models and special effects and sequences and so on. There was 32 50-minute episodes that was produced, and which sadly ended prematurely in the second season, episode 6, because Lou Grade, who was the financial backer for AP Films, failed to sell the program to a US network television company. So consequently the series was halted, and the Andersons were instructed to create a new television series, because apparently Lou Grade found it much easier to sell new series to the network TV in the US rather than a second season of an existing TV program. So that's the reason why the Thunderbirds series was halted. Although they did go on to make 2 movies, Thunderbirds I'll Go and Thunderbirds 6. However, neither of those films proved to be popular, and didn't do well at the box office. Done only very, very moderately at the box office. I think they barely broke even. Later on they were used, and they were trimmed into 2 episodes, and they were shown on TV. Yep, so 50-minute episodes, 32 created, and the original air date was between the 30th of September 1965 to 25th of December 1966, but obviously has been rerun many, many times, and then there was a hiatus for a while. They did reappear in the 90s and in the early 2000s, re-showing the entire series on network television. One was on ITV and the other one was on... No, actually, I think they were both on BBC. Yeah, they actually moved to BBC, which is where they were re-promoted again. Anyway, let's not diverse any further. Let's get on to this particular item, because this particular item is beautiful. It is the Lady Penelope plate. I'm just going to move that certificate of authenticity out of the way so we can have a good look at that plate. And that is the plate in front of us. And so it was released in 1993 by the Hamilton Collection. They done a series of Thunderbird plates. They were released on a monthly basis, and originally you would have only been able to buy them through mail order, but afterwards they were available in some specialist shops. I know that because we actually used to stock them when we had the shop back in the 90s. Okay, so this is the plate in front of us, and you can see you've got an image of Lady Penelope, big image of Lady Penelope in the middle, and 2 images of her by the side in her outfits. The one on the left, the right-hand side, also shows her holding her pistol. Just below Lady Penelope, you've got her right-hand man, Parker, who was her butler, a chauffeur, an odd job man, done everything for her, really. And on the right-hand side, you can see the amazing Fab 1 motor car. And on the left-hand side, you can see the yacht. And it says you got Lady Penelope's Crichton Ward's crest there, and it says elegance, charm, and deadly danger, and that was her motto. Okay, so and there on the gold rim, you can see it says Thunderbirds I'll go. Now, I just want to move this forward, and I want to measure the plate for you because it's quite a large plate, this one. So we're looking at a diameter of 23 centimeters, just over 23 centimeters. I think that equates to about 9¼ inches. Yeah, so 9¼ inches in diameter. So it's a fairly large plate. You've got an 8mm 24 karat gold border. Got a 24 karat gold plating, obviously, around the outside there. And as you can see, it says Thunderbirds I'll go, and you've got FAB on each side there as well. So a beautiful plate. Now it comes with a certificate of authenticity, and this is it in front of us, and it says Certificate of Authenticity, Lady Penelope London Agent from the Thunderbirds Plate Collection by Steve Kyte. This document certifies Lady Penelope London Agent is one of the issues in the Thunderbirds Plate Collection by acclaimed artist Steve Kyte. Lady Penelope London Agent is limited to a total of 19,500 pieces worldwide, and your plate number is 3577. And you've got Steve Kyte, the artist, and James P. Smith Jr., who has signed that, who was the chairman of the Hamilton Collection at the time. So that's the certificate of authenticity, which I'm just going to move out the way for the moment. So I want to turn the plate around to the other side, where we can see the back of the plate. I'm just going to zoom in on that a little bit so you get a better view of it. So it says, the Hamilton Collection presents Lady Penelope London Agent from the Thunderbirds Plate Collection by Steve Kyte. Plate number 3577, edition limited to 19,500 pieces. Copyright 1993 ITC Entertainment Group Limited, licensed by CPI. All rights reserved. Because the metallic pigments necessary to create this for art reproduction may be poisonous. The decorative work of art is not for food use. So there we are. So you can't eat off this. It literally is just a display piece. But it is, and incidentally, it comes in the original Hamilton box as well, which is just behind us there. If I just zoom out on there, you can see the Hamilton box there, which protects the plate very nicely. It holds it in a nice position and keeps it from being damaged. Okay, so this is the Lady Penelope plate. Now, I think it was the first one in the Thunderbirds collection. After this, there was the Tracy brothers, or the International Rescue one, I should say. And I think there was a couple after that, but I can't quite remember what they were. One of them might have been the Thunderbird Machines, and the other one might have been the Traces. I think that was the 4 that was produced, but I could be wrong on that. So if anyone knows for sure, please drop me a message and confirm. But I do know that we've got a couple of these, and we've got a couple of the one that followed this, which was the International Rescue one. I do believe there was, now I've said that, a little while ago we did have one of Scott Tracy as well from the same series. So they might have done the individual Tracy brothers or the pilots of the Thunderbirds machines. But don't quote me on it because I can't actually remember. But anyway, so this particular plate, it was part of that collection. And as I say, beautiful, limited edition, and now has become quite, well, very collectible in actual fact, because the numbers were very low. 19,500 worldwide is not a huge amount of plates. And of course, yes, you're going to ask how well it did. Well, yes, of course, the 19,500 were produced and they did sell out. Not immediately, because originally you could only get these through subscriptions. So you had to subscribe and you would receive a plate. Once you order one, you'd then be offered anything that come through, and it was up to you whether you wanted it or not. Hamilton were pretty good as far as that was concerned. They didn't just send them to you. However, the run didn't sell completely, and eventually they were available through certain specialist shops. So I do remember having some of these in stock when we had the shop back in the 90s. Okay, let's move forward 32 years to today's date, which is 2025. Do these pop up very often on the platforms? Yeah, they do come up semi-regularly on the platforms in various different states of condition. Some people just bought them and looked at them and stored them, never really touched them. So you do see them on the platforms from time to time. You also see ones on the platforms that are just a plate with nothing else. They no box or no certificate because they've been on display, and you do see them in the box with some of them come out very dusty because they have been on display. But they're in various different states of condition on the platforms, so just be very careful. Some of the platforms use stock images, as you know, as I keep telling you. So if you are intending to buy one off the platform, then do actually make sure you click the use link and see what the actual item you're going to receive is described as or shown. Otherwise, you could be expecting a brand new item and receive one with marks and scratches and dust all over it. So yeah, just to be a bit careful. But otherwise, you don't need to go for that rigmarole. You can come straight to us at Midas Touch Toys Games Collectibles, where we have a few of these plates currently available, and all these plates were the former shop stock. Again, it was all part of a shop that closed down after COVID, and we were fortunate enough to go in and buy all their stock. There was an awful lot of stock, I must admit, a lot of stock on the shop floor, and there's a lot of stock in their stock room. And fortunately, we managed to find about half a dozen of the Thunderbird series plates, and these plates are now being made available to you on the Midas Touch website, which you can get to very simply by clicking the link below. It will take you straight to the website, where you'll be able to find this and many other vintage Gerry Anderson items, and many other vintage toys, games and collectibles. Come to that, as over 10,000 products currently available on the website for you to view and purchase at your leisure. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button, because we're uploading videos for every new item that goes into the website. There will be something for everybody, and I am absolutely positive this is something that you will not want to miss, because we literally have thousands and thousands of new items which we're shooting videos for and uploading on a daily basis. So if there is something in particular you are looking for, something old that you've never been able to find, something quirky that you might want to buy for a friend, or perhaps just something from your childhood that you'd like to own again to help you recuperate those long lost childhood memories, well, stay tuned, keep watching, because you never know the next item we upload could be that item you've been looking for. Okay, that is it for me on this particular item. I do hope you've enjoyed reviewing this wonderful, wonderful Hamilton Lady Penelope London Agent of Thunderbirds Collector's Plate with me. Thank you for watching, and we will see you again next video. So bye for now.